There's only one place in the world, a small piece of land that God declared his own. The land that God promised to Abraham 3,000 years ago, where 2,000 years ago Jesus was born and grew up, and where today an ancient people has been reborn. Now's the time to receive inspiration from God's commandment to Abraham. Arise and move about the land. Now's the time to be where it all began. Now's the time to be in the land of Israel. Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. To the north of the country lies the biblical heritage of the tribes of Naphtali, Menashe, Asher, Zebulun, and Issachar, providing an abundance of sites to visit. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but many key events in his life occurred in the areas surrounding the Sea of Galilee. In this region, he grew in wisdom and spirit, and in every direction you look, you feel as if you're walking in the footsteps of Jesus.
Being here where he walked, where he lived, where he taught, it is like being there with him when he was doing it. You read the Bible, what he said here in these places, and it's like you're actually there when he did it.
It's really an amazing archaeological find. Something that really makes you understand better how the fishermen were back then, and gives me a better view of maybe how Jesus and his disciples fished and were on the Sea of Galilee. Gives you a feeling that all that we've been reading about for so many years truly exists. It makes the belief that much more substantial.
Celebrate, Jesus, celebrate. Hallelujah. Celebrate, Jesus, celebrate. Give you glory. Celebrate, Jesus, celebrate. Celebrate, Jesus, celebrate.
It's just awesome. It's just wonderful. We're so grateful. Just to be where Jesus walked and to be here, and the peace of God is so here.
The north of Israel is also the place to take in some distinctive elements of modern Israeli history. Both in the War of Independence and the Six-Day War, major battles were fought up here on the Golan Heights. From these peaks, it is possible to observe many things. The bustle of the city, the unique way of kibbutz life, the cooperative society of the Moshav, and the coexistence of various religions and different cultures. But above all, the great vision and prophecy of making the desert bloom comes to life before your eyes, here in Israel. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country. The south of Israel is characterized by the truly spectacular desert landscapes and its inhabitants, both new and old. Here, on the mountain today known as Mount Carmel, is the location, according to some modern researchers, where the 5 books of Moses were given to the people of Israel. Amongst these steep desert cliffs, David hid from King Saul. Here at Qumran, the famous Dead Sea Scrolls were found. They are now on permanent display in the Shrine of the Book Museum in Jerusalem. The fortress of Masada, where Jewish zealots held out against the Romans after the destruction of the Second Temple, leaving behind a tragic legacy of heroism and a fight for freedom. Exclusivity is the key word in this region when speaking about the natural craters in the Negev desert, or exploring the ruins of the Nabateans, the past masters who reigned over this desert and brought with them expensive supplies of frankincense and myrrh, which they traded along the spice trail. Another exceptional site in this area is the Dead Sea, the lowest place in the world. This sea and its surrounding spas have become famous across the globe. The south of Israel is the place for many a unique experience, mysterious or wild. And yet all these sites remain a comfortable distance from each other, as well as from the center of the country. As he approached Jerusalem and saw the city, he wept over it. Jerusalem, without doubt, is the jewel in Israel's crown, the city of faith and hope for over 2,000 years. Jerusalem possesses deep significance for literally millions of people around the world, being the birthplace of Judaism and Christianity, and one of the holiest places for Islam. Here, more than any other location, it is really possible to touch the past. On these steps, thousands of Jews strode on their way to the temple, entering via these gates.
To see the places where Jesus has walked and actually be there and have it become real and something that's tangible to actually see the places I've read about, actually be there. It's really exciting.
Under these ancient olive branches, Jesus spent his last hours before imprisonment. Through the Lion's Gate, Israeli paratroopers broke through during the Six-Day War on their way to liberate the Western Wall. Whose stones, it seems, have seen so much.
So many times you take for granted places, you read the name, but you've seen it in pictures, but when you walk here and you see it firsthand and then you hear the history behind it or you hear details about it that you never knew, it just makes the scripture come to life, and it's been fantastic.